they got forced back. Okay, well, let's see. We're on turn 6 of 5. So have a look at the replay. Enable the log first. Okay, so let's see. That was quite large, but I enabled the log. May need to watch that again. Maybe not right away. We'll see how confused I am afterwards. Let's see. The Cruiser 2 is fired at the Jetson Tripper from 11 hexes. Section. Oh wow, that's what that loud bang was. Firing at the motorcycle unit in the south with mortars. I didn't recognize the sound of that weapon being used, or the shell that was exploding. So they're using mortars and direct fire. That was nasty. It caused 2 casualties, and let's see. Okay, that Jetson Tripper got pushed back. It looks not sure how bad that was. They had 3 casualties when they pulled back, which is not terrible, I guess. Then they got hit again. I'm not sure if the same one. This is the problem looking at the log, it doesn't really tell you anything. I really wish I could figure out why the pause doesn't work. That would actually be very helpful. Because that would allow you to, actually see what was happening at any given moment. I might actually look at slowing down the speed. Like speed of the bubbles that are showing up. I'm not sure how much it would help though. Rifle section firing at crewmen. I'm not sure who those are. What crewmen are they talking about? Okay, we're definitely going to look at this again because I'm not sure what crewmen they're talking about. Oh, well, this is a crewman from the motorcycle group. No, no, motorcycles don't have crew. I thought. Whoops. Okay, so let's go through suppression and have a more detailed look at what's missing. If I can figure it out from that, then I'll probably have to look at the replay again. It's going to be another long, hard turn. that is what it is for. I mean, my experience relative to my opponent's experience and my skill relative to my opponent's skill is quite a big difference. So can't really judge myself too harshly. I do though. I mean, unfortunately, but and I tend to beat myself up too much over it, I think. But can't be helped, I think, is the best way to keep going forward. And hopefully try and improve. Not so showing much signs of that yet. Possibly there might be too many distractions in my real life, so that's possibly what it is. I mean, planning a move right now, so I'm not really getting much done now on planning for the move, so it's kind of stressful. Let's see. Now these guys actually surprisingly, well, they took a lot of casualties. They took, no, the Zephyr has not taken any casualties. That's why his suppression is so low. Right, let's keep going. Okay, so he's routed. I actually want to bring him back, so what's that, from 72? That seems extremely unlikely. It's pinned now. I don't know if that's helpful. Might have been better to have him run away. He's probably going to get hit with artillery fire again. Right, let's check each squad. Now that they're... I'm probably going to need to allow the other units to run because I need to try and rally that motorcycle leader. Seen by one enemy. Really don't. The biggest problem I'm struggling with, I think, is that I'm outnumbered as the Germans, and that is really putting me off. There's no way to avoid it though. I mean, in the non-smart, the Germans will always be outnumbered no matter what. The only way it could be fixed is if I was playing with more points than my opponent. My opponent has said that in the old Academy Depot days, they used to have a system where they the graduates would, like new graduates playing against older or more experienced graduates would be allowed a 200-point bonus relative to the experience level. So there were 3 experience levels. Graduate and I guess 1-star and 2-star graduates. So they if a new graduate was playing against a 3-star, then they get to 400 points. He has offered that, but I don't know if that's what I need. Because I mean, for the other problem is of course his lack of skill, and I need to get that, and I don't know if that would offset it too much. Okay, so now these guys, he's okay. This one is routed. I am actually going to try to rally him. Nope, rally attempt fails. That means okay, but that's not good because version 19. Suppression now pinned. How many casualties? Taken 3 casualties. Yeah, these guys are in trouble. Okay, let's try rallying him. He's now pinned. Let's try rallying him again. We reduce suppression. He's still pinned. Casualties he's taken. He's taken 2 casualties. It's not too bad, actually. Yeah, he's pinned. I need to rally him again because I want to be able to move him. Motorcycle units, I think, should be kept on the move. I think it's probably the better choice for them. These guys are in good shape. And these guys didn't do anything last turn, but that's not a bad thing because the enemy doesn't have any idea where they are now. So, yeah, overusing them may not be the best idea. However, sometimes, in most cases, I had no choice because I got nothing else. I wish I could get really inexpensive armor. Like the half tracks are the closest thing to like the Brennan carriers that the British have, but the half tracks, the German half tracks are massively more expensive. Well, I wouldn't say massively, but they are noticeably more expensive than the Brennan carriers. They're like 15 points or something each. I think the Brennan carriers is like about 9 or something. So it's not. It's still a bit off. And 1,000 points is not quite working out. I do need to find out whether there's a lower limit for the enhanced mod, because I'm wondering if they ever tested it at 1,000 points, because it may not be feasible to play battles at all at 1,000 points if the Germans are involved, because of the points, because of the relative amount of the extra experience required to play them with that short. With so short staff, basically. Let's see. Let's have a look around. It's not too bad here. These guys are routed. It doesn't look like there's any way to rally them. Just have a look around. This guy shouldn't be able to see anything. I'm surprised they didn't get attacked. Oh, they will be attacked by artillery at the end of this turn, I think. Considering most of the armor is down on this side, I don't think they are serving that much use on this side. I may actually move them around this way. Perhaps, I don't know. Alright, so, let's see. Still seeing nothing on that side. Well, I'm pretty sure this unit's lying in wait here. Just patiently waiting for me to show up. Now, okay, so we've behind the height 1 here. Or actually we're in, no, we're yeah, behind the height 1, so that's going to reduce line of sight. We'll have to push forward quite a bit to get useful information. They weren't shot at, so I'm taking that as a good sign that they haven't been seen. You notice there's a rifle unit here, but I don't. I moved it out of the site at the position, so the earliest artillery could arrive on the hex where he was is the end of this turn, which is fine with me. These guys are behind trees, so they can't see anything. Unless somehow something is sneaked into the hex in front of me. Okay, so these guys, anything they can see from that position? I can see 3 enemies over here. Far away though. Do anything about them, I mean. They're actually at a good distance so that I can maneuver here in this area, not like if I maneuver cautiously then we may not be seen. So moving 5, hard to tell what that actually means. Because it really depends on what he's moved over. One of those user-friendly things that we're missing. I just don't understand what those numbers mean, to be honest. Because they're confusing as hell. I thought every time I think I understand what the speed number means, that I see an instance where it doesn't make sense. It's so inconsistent. So I have no idea. I just given up. They're moving. And they're moving fast enough that I can see them. That's basically what it comes down to. I mean, if I can't see them, then it doesn't matter because I don't have any useful information. All right, so see 4 enemies there. The cruiser there. What is this? A Lincoln Carrier 8T. Okay, so let's look around. Maybe something else might pop up, which would not be a good thing. Right now, 3 enemies seen. I don't know if these guys have been spotted. Close enough to a scout unit here that they could potentially have been seen. I don't know. What's that? 1, 2, 3, 4 hexes. Yeah. Are they moving? Yeah, they're moving cautiously. So are they. I can't remember. See, this thing, it doesn't tell you how fast you moved in the last turn, so you... and those user-friendly things, right? Because movement between turns is not continuous. It's very, very strange effect. Between each turn, the units stop somehow. It's it's difficult. One of the difficulties of the game is getting used to how the quirks of it really, and it's even more of a serious problem when you're playing as a human player who's familiar with the quirks. Because I think that's probably where I failed mostly when I started learning the game, is I didn't really pay attention to the various quirks, and I didn't play it enough really to actually get a sense that there were very strange things. When I started playing the game in 2005, but I haven't played it continuously since then though. So the enemies we can see, 1 enemy seen, that one, okay. You can see 1 enemy over here, the LMG team. Okay, so LMGT moving, yes he is. He's pinned. Okay, we got an LMG that could hit him. Actually heavy MG. I'll have to just see what chance of hitting he has later. Yep. Same with this one. Alright, okay. Anti-tank, what's his name is ready. Yeah, this is a height 1 here, so these tanks, okay, this one is on the height, it's on the slope, height 5 slope, so he might have line of sight. No, he won't, because there's trees here. Might be able to sneak in and get that one. I don't know. I might be able to move the tanks over that way. Let's look around. 4 units seen. 4. He can see that. Okay, so if he can see that, that means the tree is not actually blocking line of sight. No. Okay, so if I move something this side, it's a high probability. No, actually, if he's on height 1, I don't think he will see him, because the tree will block line of sight. However, that is probably dangerous for him, I think. Yeah, that's probably dangerous for him. Okay, well, whatever. Whenever I take risks, I pay for it. So that's one of the reasons I play too cautiously, and and then when I do take risks, it reminds me that's why I play cautiously. I don't get anywhere when I play cautiously, though. That's an issue. But I guess making correct choices when you're, you know, when necessary is more the problem. So that, I think that's just skill and experience is what's needed for that. He won't rally. Now he has no rally points. Will either have any rally points? No. So we are out of rally points unless these guys can rally themselves. And he's out of contact, so he's entirely on his own. The problem is there's so many units here. He's chosen to focus a lot of units on this side. I haven't seen any engineers on... Oh, there we go. Yeah, so he's got a rifle section and engineer. He's actually went pretty similar to... it looks like he's paired a rifle section with an engineer section. A rifle platoon with an engineer platoon, probably. Because I've seen a similar combination here, a rifle platoon and engineer platoon. Not sure. There's probably engineers in this area laying mines. It's really what it is. And I just can't afford to take engineers. I mean, and have an attacking force, right? It's just not possible at 1,000 points. I'm gonna really. That's one of my. I want to keep it at 1,000 points because I want to be very instructive to see what my opponent does with 1,000 points with the Germans. Unfortunately, we may not see that battle for a while because I'm becoming fairly certain this is going to be the last one, the last play by email until after I move. Since I live stream these, it may be the last. After there may not be a live streaming until after I move anyway, and for a while after I move, just depending on how the internet is at my sister's place. So yeah, okay. It's a possibility here that I don't think so. I don't think that there's enough smoke here. That's why he's moved that into that position, and these tanks are going to prevent my tanks from moving up to there. Can any of these guys, they can see them. They cannot see them. So I think there's enough smoke blocking the side that tanks could possibly move up. None of these guys can see that from back here. It would be nice to take that one out, but the smoke here is just not helping. You can see that from there, but that will possibly come in very close. What I don't know is whether this smoke is blocking line of sight. Alright, so I guess we need to figure out what we're gonna do. Haha, good luck with that, he said. Let's try rallying this one. If he can't rally, he's basically stuck there. He's routed, he's running away. Well, he might not. This is the issue, because I rallied him, and there's no enemies in sight. Okay, somebody must be able to see that one out from up here. Okay, let's try rallying him so we're not too. How many casualties is he taken? 4. Fuck me. Wow. Okay. Well, I might as well give up on these ones. I mean, the tune is now quite in tatters. I think he's taken 3. Yeah, not much left of these guys. Well, some very, make sure we have that one. Yeah, let's see if I can get him rallied. Will he rally again? Nope. Okay, he is stuck there. So he's gonna run away. I can try to move this one back, I guess. Yeah. Can rally again. Let's see. Okay, he actually rallied. Okay, so we got our anti-tank rifle team here. Okay, well, that was okay. I'm glad everybody's able to rally him. Now there's a crew that was destroyed. I'm trying to figure out who the hell that is. Oh, okay, the crew that was up here. Yep, my misclick advertised their position, and what you can do about it. Fatal misclicks are rather common occurrence with me, so. Alright, so, yeah, okay, I figured out what that was. I won't need to look at the replay again, thankfully. It's always great watching your units being slaughtered, right? Over and over and over and over again. It's such a wonderful feeling. Yes. Well, enough of the sarcasm. Now, actually, I'm going to. Oh, I think I'm going to move him here because he can't see anything. At the moment, these look like the easiest things to move. Now, because I don't know if there's anything there, so because I'm going to move this one forward. So let's put him there. Nothing shot at him. Look around. Okay. Okay, nothing's there. Now, what can he see? He can see to that point. If I move him there, it's probably gonna get shot from that position. I know there's nothing here. Let's look around again, just in case I didn't do that before. No, I think I did. Okay, so I know there's nothing there, and nothing there. And there's nothing there, so the risks are from this hex over here. I'm not sure. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we'd be visible to that one. And possibly even that one? No, I don't think so. Okay, well... Okay, nothing shot at him. Alright, so I'm fairly certain there's nothing in here. However, it doesn't mean there's nothing in there. Because the engineers lay mines in front of themselves, right? So now, the thing is, if I assume that there's mines there, right, so next move, he's still in visual contact, so next move will be here. Unfortunately, because there's a height 1, we're inside the height 1, we can't actually see past it. I don't know. I don't know. Line of sight, weirdness, I mean, that makes no sense at all, but hey, that's how it works. Because if you're slightly higher up, then why would you not be able to see out of the area you're in? There's nothing else to blocking line of sight. So it's the height 1 there. Oh, okay. No, the boulders don't block line of sight. The weird thing is, of course, it's not rendering the boulders. Actually, if that's height 1 boulders, that's actually pretty. That's pretty good terrain. You always, on the random maps, I'm now realizing that one should always look at what the actual terrain tag is, rather than looking at the visual, because it can be way off. Like, this is way off. Like, if you look at that and you think, well, that's just, mixed. Another type of mixed rendering. But there's actually boulders in there, even though it's rendering height 1 mixed, right? Don't know. I do not know. Okay, so we're going to put him here, so we can look down that way. See if anything shoots at us. Nothing shot at us immediately. Let's look around, maybe something will pop up. I doubt it. There was an anti-tank gun down here. If it's still here, we may not see it. Now, actually, no, an anti-tank gun would probably see it. Now, what do I actually want to do? It's a bit early to figure that out, actually. I may actually want to move up this side. Why not? I mean, if I assume there's mines there, they could be placed all along there. They certainly can't be placed all the way to the back. Problem is, I don't have enough time. We're on turn 6 now. Because in theory, I would be able to move faster through here. Because I haven't seen anything yet, so it might be worth the risk. But anyway, so, I don't know. Well, I mean, because these guys really didn't have the plan was not for them to be advancing this far, but since nothing showed up, because I assumed there would be something moving up on this flank, and nothing has yet, so that's why these guys are now off their original purpose. I guess that happens all the time. So there's nothing around us. Unfortunately, we can't see much now, so I might move him forward. first to bring him closer so he's not so out of... Keep him there. Now I'm gonna move him here. I don't know if he'll be in line of sight. That's boulders, so that's pretty good cover. When he fired at him, you can actually see all the way down that laneway. Look around. Right. Nothing appeared out of the mists. So, what are the experience of these units? They're just average. This one's a bit more experienced. So is that one. So they might have a better chance of spotting stuff like mines and so on when they move adjacent. Now if I move him in there, then he's... yeah, I can't do that because it's a very high risk of it, if this unit's further down here. The things I haven't seen any infantry moving. I don't know. I have a suspicion that he's probably dropped engineers in here and is just putting mines down to prevent, because he knows there's a platoon up in this on the north flank. So engineers would putting mines probably maybe in the second row, or actually in the first row makes more sense, because he can do it from behind the trees. If he does it over here, then he'd have to do it on this side. Okay, so we might hold off on doing anything rash over here yet. However, I think I might want to move him here, move him here, and I'm actually going to move him a little bit more quickly because I'm fairly certain this will be safe. And he's out of line of sight as well of anything. Yeah, he's behind the trees now. Alright, so move the platoon leader forward. Leave him there. We can be the rear guard down that side for the moment. Okay, so we have a squad there. Nothing covering him though, that's a bit of a problem. However, he is in a boulder hex, so that is a really good cover, and also good concealment, because I think the algorithms work both ways. Because from what I've just from observation, it seems that when you're moving around in terrain with good cover, you also get good concealment. But I don't know that. That's just a guess. That's just from kind of programmer mode observation of how the game is operating. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, because it's just a guess, right? Alright, so gonna leave these guys here for the moment, because they really should be coming up from the rear. They shouldn't really be in front. Okay, so these ones... Okay, nothing can see. We can't see anything anyway. So, let's height one mixed. If I put the scout forward... how far are we away from being able to see anything? These guys are... 6 hexes away. Alright, let's move him forward to there. We can't see shit here. And that's a bit scary. If I move up and there's something shoots at him, he's got no support. I probably will not likely know what it is. Oh, what is this? LMG team rifle section. Since you can see 3, one of those must be pretty far away. Yeah. This could be a big mistake. Okay, well, he didn't opportunity fire, even though 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's why he didn't opportunity fire, because we're at 4 hexes, so it's a reasonable. Look around. Can't see that hex, fortunately, because line of sight. One of those wacky mysteries of the game. Leave him there. Okay, so we moved those rows of reconnaissance. I also moved the infantry up in the top, which I shouldn't have done because I should move scouts first. But I think that's okay for that area, because I actually need to look at what to do with them. Maybe in a way you want to move them up and actually put some suppression on these guys first. We have a anti-tank rifle team there. Okay, so these scouts probably... Now he hit that hex there, I think. And the shell holes there. Wasn't firing directly at these guys, so okay, we can actually see them from now, from this position. Height 20 trees. Very risky moving around this when I know shells are going to land at the end of my turn. Because sometimes they miss. And so you end up being hit. And when you're moving even 1 hex, that's not that kind of hit, so. Okay, so I'm going to put him... What? He's able to see the tank, the Marine Carrier AT, and this guy here. What What is his line of sight now? Okay, I'm gonna put him here. Yeah, let's put him here. He actually lost sight of those guys there. Why? Oh, because of the height 1. Yeah, okay. Right. Oops. I don't know how I can miss that. I just missed the I'm clicking just off the edge of the text there, and I keep ending up in the wrong. Now, yeah, I'm feeling it's a bit dangerous to move up on that side, so I might move to there, which is equally dangerous because he'd be out in the open. He has slightly better cover in the trees, though. I don't know. Well, no, he has a significantly better cover in the trees and probably better concealment, if my theory is correct. And, because I want to be able to, I think I should be able to see out of that hex. Wait a minute, let's see. No, I probably won't be able to because there's smoke over here as well. Which I may actually prevent them from seeing me anyway. He always sees me though. That's the frustrating thing. I think I'm moving cautiously. I don't see anything that's close by, but then again I don't have anything in position that would actually be able to do that. There may be another unit further up here, which I will find out when I do this. And fucking hell! Oh, jeez. Wow. Did I mention that the Germans are outnumbered in Enhanced Mud? Yeah. Yeah. Serious problems. Oh well, what can I do? Just muddle through. Muddle mode. Engage muddle mode. So what do we got here? Okay, there's got to be two rifle platoons moving up here. There's an engineer platoon moving somewhere. Those engineers? Those are engineers. Those are engineers. LMG team. This is definitely a rifle platoon here because we've got light mortar. I don't see any scouts close by. That means they're actually parked, and they might be right on top of me because they're probably two-man scouts, and I haven't seen them, and I just given my position away, right? This is how the thing works. I mean, I don't stand a chance against a player of this experience. Whether I stand a chance against a player of equal to experience, I have no idea, because there's no opportunity for that. There are no inexperienced players playing this game anymore. I mean, for play by email anyway. I mean, I've tried getting new players, 2 new players involved. I mean, I know people who I thought might be interested in the game, and they were enthusiastic when it started, but then the game is just so damn difficult to learn. Those quirks, you know, for a new player, is extremely frustrating. And it really makes you feel stupid, to be honest, because you kind of wonder why the hell you're not able to do things the way you think that should be done. It's just very, very poor design. I'm gonna put him on the slope, and then he gets a modicum of cover. Alright, yeah, so this side is bad. Okay, well, we'll see. Alright, and on here, he's able to move. contact, so you won't be able to rally him anyway. But he's still got rally points available. We might as well try. So I now know there's a anti-tank rifle team here, which I'm wondering if... Why can't you see that? So I can't use the cool wagons, I can't use the vehicles against it. And I can't use a vehicle that's close against it. I don't understand why you can't see. Oh, okay, that's why he'd have to move. Right, that's why, because he's actually in that position. Now, the thing of it is, if he moves... Where does he go? I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna try rallying him, because that might prove helpful. Okay, rally attempt failed, so he's actually pinned in that position. Yeah. Okay, so I might leave him there for the range of the turn, just to move the tanks up. These infantry, which ones can I recover? He's pinned. I should move him away from that position. Smoke there. So he was moving. Okay, so we move this one back. Yeah, well, I tried a little bit of an experiment here, and I didn't give these guys an actual leg unit, reconnaissance unit, reconnaissance platoon. So that's looking like a major liability, not with that choice. So note to self: don't do that again. It's costly. I mean, it's really costly to actually have the extra scout, but I mean, it's absolutely necessary, the leg unit scout. Otherwise, you end up, because these guys, like, these are reconnaissance. That was my goal, was to use them as a reconnaissance for these guys, for this platoon, but they're just not the same. They can't move around stealthily enough. Well, you could say, well, how the hell does a motorcycle move around stealthily? It's not really what I meant. It does seem kind of odd. And the reason they're reconnaissance is to allow them to take advantage of their maneuverability. Because if you have command and control on, then these guys will be constrained by needing an order to maneuver, to use their maneuverability, and that would be a liability actually. It would make them quite useless. So and in real life they were reconnaissance units. They were advanced fast reconnaissance, but they usually had support units. They usually were in support of other fast units like armored cars and such like. So using them on their own probably isn't really the ideal situation. But like I said, 1,000 points, I don't have the experience to actually balance this out. Eventually, maybe I'll learn enough to do it, but right now I don't know how to take 1,000 points and then build a meaningful balanced force for the Germans that I can play. Not the addition at the end, that I can play. I'm sure my experienced opponent will have no problem putting together such a force, and I will probably struggle against it. Pretty much guaranteed. So I don't want to have these guys stacked, so I'm gonna actually move these out of here. Now, wait a minute. Okay, so I have to be careful where I move them. That's strange. Why can I not see him? Yeah, so if I fire at him, that one will definitely fire back, so I can't do that. I'm trying to figure out where to put him. He's out of contact, and he is out of contact, so we need to trying to regroup the platoon a little bit. Okay, I think what I'll do is I'll move. Okay, wait a minute. If he moves there, that's 1, 2, 3. So he might move back that way. You'll move this way. That might bring him into contact. He might actually be able to move faster. I don't know. It really depends. Okay, let's move these Kubelwagens. You can see the top of the hill, and as far as we can tell, there's nothing there. But of course, it's a vehicle, so that doesn't spot very well. And I think east line of sight's cut off anyway. So. Alright, well, these guys are in severe trouble here. That is a major understatement. One platoon taking on probably a platoon of British Rifles and Royal Engineers. Taking on 2 platoons, one rifle platoon, 1 engineering platoon. Not terribly favorable. If I was better at it, I probably wouldn't be a problem. But now he's probably going to get hit. So this hex here, I definitely do not want to keep them around. Let's put him there. No enemy seen. Let's look around just to be. Okay, so can he see? He's pinned, so he's probably not spotting very well. Let's see if he'll rally some more. So I think yeah, he rallied. So, but he's still pinned. Fuck. Well, he's pinned as well. Do I want to try rally him some more? Yes, I do. Okay, we'll leave him for now. Actually, I want to get him rallied first, because if he can't, okay, the second lieutenant's done a great job of rallying himself, or rallying his command platoon, command section. So we're now down to suppression 4, and we're ready, but his combat friction is going to be a problem. Okay, so do we have command points available? Yes, we do. So if he has command point, he has rally points available, not command points, rally points available, so he can rally. And I may want to do that before I do anything else. So I think this guy will move that way, and this guy will move that way. Try and get them closer to the commander. So at least get him in visual contact, because right now they're not in contact, so that means they failed a radio check, and so they don't get any rally attempts from the commander at all. That's not helpful. Don't ask me how you get rally. You can be rallied over a radio. it just strikes me as not being very effective, right? But the game allows it, so we'll just go with that. It's a game mechanic. Just tell yourself that it's a game mechanic. Now I can't use the Kubelwagen MGs against that, because obviously it's a vehicle and it's an anti-tank unit, and I think that has a range of 10, so that would be bad. I can't fire that with it, because we're being covered from that side. So actually I think I will try rallying him now. And suppression, but he's still pinned. Let's look around again. See if he learned anything new. As he came out of his dazed state. Okay, so let's try it again. Okay, you have to actually call on the second lieutenant to rally him. Does he still have rally points? Yes, he does. And he should be out of rally points. Okay. However, that does allow him to move. If I move him... Let's look around first. So now the question is, if I move him, will he fire? Will he opportunity fire at it? I don't know. I actually don't know whether the... Well, they are vehicles. So, there's no reason why they wouldn't fire the anti-tank rifle at them. So, this will be kind of a wasted shot. What we might do is actually move the tanks before we try to do that, but there's lots of other infantry to move around, so we'll do that first. Yeah, I know I'm taking a very long time to do this, but what the hell? Why not? Might as well try not to get bogged down in how shit I am and just try to figure out how to do stuff. It does kind of weigh me down though, so I have to consciously avoid thinking about it too much. See, this the problem with this Bren carrier anti-tank is this Bren anti-aircraft machine gun is fucking deadly. It's as bad as the one on the Kugelwagen MG. So, yeah. The British are really a good match for the Germans, and actually, really they are. In the game, I mean, I don't know about, wouldn't say they were in reality, but certainly in the game, the way the enhanced mod is balanced, they are a really good match, even in 1940. I think but I think it might just come down to the relative experience of the players, because I mean, obviously, I'm not doing that well as the Germans. Can't really move. If I move him there, he was in line of sight of that, so that's very likely to trigger an opportunity fire. Yeah. He's got everything covered. Where can these guys go? That would be helpful, because I think they'll need to support this side for the short term. I mean, he's moving straight. He's moving really fast here. He's moving straight up here, because he doesn't... why hold back, right? Tom's got nothing. What to do? I can't fire at that, because that would be actually a pretty good shot, but it's not going to really be helpful, because it'll reset its range to 9 hexes, and that would be even worse. Yeah, that's something I gotta really be careful of. I gotta be careful of that. Like, the range set on it may not be longer than it needs to be, right? So it does need to be longer than anything to hit these guys here. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4 hexes, which is actually fairly fatal range. Now we've got this one here as well, which I'm fairly certain I could see from that position. No, actually, probably not, because the smoke is blocking that. Ricky team. Armed with a rifle. There's only one of them, so they don't even have grenades. Not that it would matter at this range. Alright. And zoom out. Okay, we've got to deal with that one as well. So he can't really do much. He's just waiting for me to do something there. Well, the best option for him is to pull back. He really can't do anything. Really can't do anything. The platoon, this entire platoon is taking a big hit, so really can't throw them away any more than I have. Okay, so focusing back on this one. So these guys he's pulling back. I don't think that's going to help him that much, because very likely what will happen is he's going to deploy artillery in that hex with the expectation that I would pull back. So I have to keep reminding myself that I'm somewhat predictable here. So the shell holes there are being rendered for some reason. It's height 10. Let me remind myself what it is I can see here. That one. It's a height 10, height 5. Okay, let's put him up here. It's a slope, so he gets a bit more cover, and it puts him on a slightly high ground. It's not a bad thing. So there, and he can't see shit, so that didn't work out. But actually, maybe that's not a bad thing. Maybe that's not a bad thing. Well, these scouts are going to be in position. Yeah, these units are going to be in position to be able to shoot at the scouts, so the scouts are not going to have anybody to cover that. So these scouts are probably not going to survive the next turn, I think, because I don't have any way to to stop these guys from moving up. Only way I could do that is if I moved these guys forward. How fast are they moving? 6. Some of them are moving really very quickly, which is what you would expect. Yeah. How many platoons are in this area? There's got to be 3. Well, there's a mortar team there, so there's 2 rifle platoons in this area. And there's an engineering platoon down on this side, moving there. Alright, so, they're not going to be in any useful position this turn at all. I can't see how I can get them very close to something useful, and have them survive, because that's the main issue. I can move him up here, but he's very likely to be hit by multiple enemies, and there won't be any other section from his platoon to help him out. Scouts are on their own at the moment. That's not good for them. I predict they won't survive the next turn, because they'll be spotted. They probably have been spotted already, because I'm not seeing any reconnaissance, British reconnaissance units here. So that means they must be camped here already, and they have decent line of sight. They could be 1 X away from me, or 2 X's away from me. I wouldn't know it, because they've been sitting there for a couple of turns already. I'm just too damn slow. That's really what it is. Part of the learning experience is how to speed up. And even though I think I'm deploying very far forward, it's not helping. It's not helping. I don't know. I'm tempted to move up this side, but that's splitting the platoon up quite a lot. Okay, the reason he's not in a good position is because that's a kind of a divot in the hill here. Okay, that's why I wasn't paying attention. So what else is new? Actually, I'm going to put him here. And he actually can't see anything from that position. But he has line of sight to some areas here. And it gets him a little bit away from that hex, which is probably not going to produce a good result. And I'm going to move him up, even though I know this is probably a really bad idea. Well, it is because there's no units to support that move. So these guys are going to get shot at from a lot of different units here. Actually, I mean, we don't even need scouts, because these guys are close enough. They're 3 X's away. They've probably very likely seen them already. Well, we'll see. I'm going to send this one around the other side of the hill. And he's got 1 enemy seen. What the hell? Oh, that one. Okay, that's not too bad. If I put him here... I don't want to move him too far. Okay, wait a minute. 1, 2... Yeah, if I move him there, he'd be out of communication. Okay, I'm actually going to put some suppression on these guys first. Can I do that without being shot at? There's a anti-tank rifle team here. There's probably one sitting out. Actually, well, we can look around. No, I don't see any other ones. Okay, so these guys are gonna move. Let's move them up first. Okay, 3 units seen. There's an LMG team here. Now, let's have a quick look. Okay, we managed to maintain line of sight on that, but it's too far away. What is the range on that? 13. Chance of getting a hit? Pretty much nil. If I move them, I don't think they can fire their mortars, right? Okay, so let's try. Ooh. That's because they were moving so fast. Right, that worked out okay. Probably not pinned enough to be useful, but I'm gonna be careful not to use up too much of their movement because I do need to move them this turn. Because I have a strong suspicion they will be hit with artillery fire. Now I think that's the same one. Yep. Okay, so he's pinned somewhat. I don't know how badly suppressed, but it should allow me to move up a little bit more quickly here. Okay, that's good because I can fire at him. Nobody else will fire back. Oh, the Brens are just way too accurate. Okay, he's used up an opportunity fire. But his range is now set to that, so I've got to be careful. another one here. Okay, well, that's a bit of a problem. He's not covered. He doesn't have any covering fire from anywhere. Unless one of these guys can see him. Yes, they can. So they may move forward just to cover that. Now, once he moves down to the side, he won't be able to see anything. But that's not good cover over there. I may need to do that though. Okay, so let's move these coal wagons forward. Yeah, if I fire at him, there's a high probability. Well, this guy would probably opportunity fire at him again. Well, let's try and put more suppression on him. Well, we just couldn't break him. I still have shots, but... Okay, so he's got lots of targets. 3 hexes. 4. Now, the nature of this year is that he will not be able to... what we can do? Move him here. Don't know, will they opportunity fire? Well, it goes to casualty there, but it's probably not enough to stop him from using it. Well, hopefully it's enough suppression that it's maybe routed or something, then it won't, that'd be much more difficult for him to use it. These guys cannot stay here. Okay, well. Okay, that's helpful. These guys will have to back out of these positions. Let's leave them there for the moment. That actually cuts off line of sight to a fair number of units. That he's a little bit safer for the moment. Not for long, though. So actually, firing at him is probably 20%. Let's find out how suppressed that one is. He's not going anywhere. He's not going anywhere. He's not going anywhere. So, let's move him up here. It's not a good position though because he doesn't have any cover. Okay, wait a minute. Let's see this. The platoon leader 1, 2, 3. So I want to get him back into visual contact with that one. I think I will move him here. From what I can tell, though, there shouldn't be much, well, might be potential line of sight to them now, but they're retreating. Actually, probably line of sight to the... Yeah, so we may need to put smoke down. The problem is when you put smoke down, you give away your positions. Like, I know this guy is not seen. There's no line of sight to any potential enemy positions. That's very, very limited. But if I do anything with them, then during the replay, it will show the opponent where that position is, and that's just one of those really dumb things that you have to get used to. So he's just, I mean, as I was thinking, I might not want to put smoke down, but then it occurred to me, how would I do that without telling the enemy, the opponent, what just did it, right? Okay, so he's not actually in line of sight of anything. So I think I think that was a useful decision. We might try moving him, since this hex is blocked of line of sight. We might try moving him forward that way, and then into these trees. Let's put him very, very far forward, though. Well, we'll see. That's a decision to be made for next turn. Now, they are not going anywhere. They have shots left. I think if I fired at this one again, it may actually break. But do I want to do that? Actually, I think I want to keep shots available for opportunity fire. Now, the mortar team's been suppressed, so they won't be able to, unless, I don't know how suppressed it is, obviously, but usually a casualty is pretty bad. Doesn't say it's retreating or anything, so it's not high enough. Well, no, it actually could be a retreating, or it could even be routed, it doesn't tell you. unless it actually routes in your line of sight, like these guys did. So that's why we get a retreating state on them. But otherwise, the suppression just keep going up and up and up. And if they're routed, they will just run away at the end of the enemy's next turn, right? So it's hard to know what the state of it is, which is fog of war, right? I mean, you don't know everything. Okay, so those guys have moved already. Right, so these guys probably need to move up this way. Yeah, we'll put him here. Need to bring him closer because LMGs are not at effective range, really. Put him in there. Next turn I can move him faster. I can move him up onto the top. Did he lose his... No, he can actually fire the... Holy... Wow, okay. That is quite impressive. He can actually move and fire the damn mortar. Wow. That is very handy. Wow, okay. How the hell does that work? Because that's the only time I've seen the Germans have a 50mm mortar where it doesn't get taken out of action during a move. So in that case, I might be better off putting him here, because that will hide him completely. But that means also that he's not able to support if I set the ranges long enough. Yeah, I'm gonna put him there. It's not good for him because the cover is shit, but I can't have everything, right? If I could have everything, I'd have I'd like to have 5,000 points, please, and an inexperienced opponent. The opponent only gets 1,000 points. I want everything, or something like that. But you don't get that. So this is one of the best parts of points battles is that I know the opponent doesn't have the force that it has is historically balanced against the force I have. It's only my lack of ability that is more, well, lack of experience and lack of ability that is more that is the deciding factor, and it's not that scenario designer gave you know, the computer player lots and lots of units because that was the only way they could make the scenario work, to make it challenging for an experienced player, right? So the challenge here is trying to gain enough experience and learn enough that I could actually be competent at playing side somebody of my current opponent's experience. I mean, there are players out there that are not actually that are way better than him. So you know, whether I would be gain enough to be able to play them. I mean, I like to be able to challenge my current opponent. I mean, there's only been one opponent, and so far I have not made any progress at all. Occasional flashes here and there, but it hasn't really worked, been a consistent thing. Okay, so there's still a few things to do. So he moves forward, he still won't have a shot there. enemies seen. Oh, that one as well. Okay, that's interesting. And can he see that one? Yes, he can. %, 5%. Shit. Now, I'm going to watch it here because obviously if I can see that unit, then this anti-tank could move up. Just let me check what the range is there. That range is 9, so that would be put him in probably not effective range for the boy's anti-tank rifle, but still could do damage. As we've seen, it doesn't have to be, you don't actually have to get penetrating shots to make a tank commander's day very, very bad. Basically turn them into big machine gun carriers. Very, very expensive big machine gun carriers. So I don't really want to use up too much movement here. Okay, so these pinned, but what can I use to try and hit him? Well, we'll find out right now whether this works. He has to move. Gotta remember that. He has to move. Not pinned very much. I used up all these movement, so that's not going to be very good for him. How much movement does he have left? Not much. Why? Okay, because he got fired at, I think. Must have been fired at. I'll get with the LMG. Okay, so I actually have a better chance of doing something, even with 2x movement. He's not taking any damage. Ah, okay, there's a height 1 field in here, so I actually won't be able to see anything from that side. And now he's pinned, not moving. I'm gonna get him back too close to his so now I've exposed the tanks to the anti-tank. Carry anti-tank. There's probably more than one of them here, so that's not healthy. Okay. We'll leave them there for the moment. And the southern flank is really not looking very. I'm not feeling very confident about it at all. My VMG's not doing very well here. Okay, well, we pushed him back. definitely pulling them back. Just leave them there for the second while I possibly move them to a different position. Actually, the only unit you could see where that shot came from has just been is now retreating. So I don't think we need to worry about it too much. Yeah, we might leave them there. It's not a good position for this one. Okay, so now I've created a condition here where most of these units are moving on this side of the hill. So hopefully that would maneuver some of them back that way, because there's only one platoon facing this side. But I don't know. Well, we'll see. That's all I can do. He moves back here. Out of line of sight of that. Does mean that I cannot see. I should fight with the machine gun, actually. Yeah, he's still exposed there, so that's not good for him. So he might be tempted to move the... because he's definitely got guys moving up on this side, so... And he cannot stay there. I'll move these units around the back, but that does leave this platoon with no recon, so... I already messed that up. I messed that up really badly. Unfortunately, I used up all of his movement. Okay, something I probably shouldn't normally do. Just can't do any damage there. He's not going anywhere, so I might as well. I'm actually going to leave his rifle on for the time being. should move him behind this side. Right, a few things left to do. You know what? I may not actually play the other. I'll attempt it anyway. I'm at a 2-hour mark now, so yeah, it's been a very slow turn. Trying to decide whether to leave these guys exposed. Probably not a good idea. Considering they're light armor, they can be destroyed with rifle fire easily. So let's pull him back here. That might be easy to guess though. So. Well, unfortunately, that means they're not available for supporting fire, but they're just too close. If they were much further back, yeah, that's an idea. That is an idea. Actually send them that way. How much movement do they have? Not much, because they fight a hell of a lot of rounds then. He's got some left. They only have to move one hex to provide supporting fire. Ideally, you want to have them, 10 hexes back or so. So then the rifle and LMG that these units have are not effective as effective against it. But actually, even 10 hexes probably isn't enough. I mean, in my solo game, I saw them. It was fairly easily done, even at 10 hexes. So. Alright, I think I'm done, finally. Artillery, that's probably what I should look at. Okay, let's see how much, what do I have for smoke? Not much, fuck! I keep forgetting I didn't really get much. I mean, he's got 24 to salvos. Yeah, I think I'm just going to use up what I've got. I'm going to deploy it right on top of them. And it's so nice having the artillery timing bug fixed. It just works great. Over here. Yeah, it's where the largest bulk of them are. So I'm gonna deploy it basically right around them. Because my goal is not to. If I deploy smoke here, I'm not advancing. Because I'm really just kind of trying to get into a position to defend these victory axes, which is looking kind of grim. So, deploying smoke here, probably here maybe. Just where they would be moving up. Maybe a little bit further forward. It does blind me to their movements, though. That's always an issue. Okay, wait a second. So let's see. Who's vulnerable here? The scouts are. You can see 13 units. 13 units. I love cheap units. I wish I could get them. Oh, that's why I think I'm convinced I gotta swap things around. Gotta play the other nations. Play other nations a bit more, I think, or a lot more. I don't know where I got the idea that the Germans would be a good start. Actually, it is a good start because there's a lot of different. They fought everywhere. They fought everywhere. They fought almost every nation. So it actually is a good choice because when you're learning, you can give your opponent lots of variation while you're playing the same thing, right? So I think it is actually a good choice for a beginner. But for the non-smart, it's probably no. You can't start at 1,000 points. You need to be more confident that you can handle 1,200. Probably 1,200 might be the minimum. We'll find out because I mean that will be the next stage after this. But we're staying at 1,000 points for a long time because I might as well see what my opponent does with it when he plays the Germans. That would be some crucial information as to how you could balance that force. I might not be able to play what he picks though. That's the only issue. So okay, so he's actually only has line of sight to a tank over here, I think. So well, not even a tank. Oh, that one. So immediate threat is not very great for him, but there's like 13 units here. So deploying smoke right on top of them would blind them temporarily, so they wouldn't be able. They'd have to move first, which means they may not get an opportunity to spot him. So I think that's what the goal is there. Okay, so back to him. I'm just going to deploy all the tubes are going to fire smoke. Oh, they could actually hit them with mortars. No, they're moving too fast. I don't know what direction they're going to go. So let's not try and predict that. There. Smoke. I don't know, is this a good idea? Probably not. If I'm asking if it's a good idea, it's probably not, right? So nice to be able to go into the artillery screen and just not have to click 10,000 times. Well, not that much, but so I deployed the smoke there. But that's only going to arrive after his turn anyway. So what good is that going to do? Yeah. What good is that going to do? Yeah, that's not very useful. Might want to actually move it then. And so if you don't have command and control on, I can just do that. Hey, you really gotta know what you're doing with command and control on. Now, I mean, I've played with command and control on against the computer player, but it's just not satisfying because the computer player just ignores it. It doesn't even need to care. So he will move up. I mean, he's going to continue moving very quickly here, but he's going to be in good cover here. So actually maybe this position there. There, there, and there. What we can do, maybe spread it out a bit more. Say one there, one there. Yeah, I think that might do it. This is out in the open here, so it doesn't really matter. Okay, so one there. Now, how much smoke do we have? 4. It's not going to provide much concealment. Well, we'll see. This one has 24, I think. Well, let's see how this works. No idea. I think one of these is only has 8. Yes, 4. This one. Okay, so this smoke down here is not going to be very effective. May need to fill it up again. When it comes to the random number generator is really being obnoxiously bad lately. I don't know if it's probably not true for both sides, because I mean we're using completely different random number generators when we create our units, right? So it's just on the Linux wine side, it's just been really bad. That's 8, so this smoke's gonna be very thin. That one will be adequate. May fill it in afterwards, just to create a little bit of confusion. Hopefully, I don't know. I have no idea. It probably won't. You'll go, oh, okay, if he's placing the smoke here, then it must be over here. I joke. I mean, he has experience, but he's not got, extra ESP or anything. So unless he's seeing these guys, unless he sees these guys now, which is very likely. So he'll probably start shooting at them right away, I think, because he doesn't see any other units around. So if this guy is seen by 13 units, I mean, there's no way he's not going to get spotted. There's no way in hell. And there's no place to put him where he can hide, right? So, he's dead. I always lose a lot of the recon, which is why not having any recon is not a good thing for this platoon and on this side. Anyway, I mean, it eventually gets to that point where there's no recon anyway, because I've lost all of them. So, I think I'm done. I think I'm done. I think I done. I think I've forgotten how to speak. Alright, okay, so looking back, this unit is a threat, certainly to the Kubelwagons, but it needs to move up in order to do something. So right now he has to move something forward in order to get, let's see what we have. Line of sight is good there, because he'd have to move one of his Bren carrier anti-tank units up to actually fire at something, and I've got those covered. So now you may be able to move it up through here. This is the main threat here, because I don't have anything that can see if he moves up through this smoke. Yeah, that's where the risk is. If I had some units that were not routed, might work out, but no. Alright, so I think that's it. Let's see, they've been moved. They've been moved. Really interesting about this Waffentrooper that where they can actually fire their attached mortars, because each section has a mortar. You can fire their attached mortars without a penalty after moving. That's really makes them worth the extra points that it costs, because they're an elite unit, and because I like 96 points. That platoon is like 96 points. But you get a lot of stuff. I mean, you get mortars that don't count against your artillery limit and stuff like that. So, alright, let's check ranges. These guys have not fired at anything yet. Hopefully they do, because if they don't, then it really is quite a waste. They're moving in the right direction now. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how that progresses. Okay, so doing range 3. Okay, ranges here will be crucial. Range 5 to cover that one. But I think it might want to actually be longer to cover that one. I don't know if he uses platoon leaders to fire. Well, he may this time, because he's kind of short. Actually, we can still see those guys, so we can actually check ranges with the target, because section is there. It's 6 hexes. That's at 5 hexes. That is at 6 hexes. That is at 6. That is at 7. And we have the mortar here, which unfortunately, I doubt I've pinned it enough for it to not be used against me here. It doesn't have line of sight to anything, as far as I can tell. No, it has line of sight to that. So, anyway, 7 is a bit stretching it a bit, I think. But we may need to go with that. Okay, we're gonna go with 7. Well, I think I'm looking at it as. Normally you wouldn't set ranges that long, but I'm looking at it as they're fully engaged with these guys here. There's going to be an exchange of fire no matter what. We might as well cover all the possibilities of them moving up. Because these guys on this side have to move up. Now there may be units up here, which will be revealed now that they're needed. So. I'm not covering everything, but covering these guys anyway. Okay, so he's a bit on his own on this side. The smoke has helped him here, because smoke with that is like armor in the game. Target 5. Okay, so we can get away with range 5. Yep. Let's leave it at that. Well, he can only see 1 unit, so we'll leave that at range 5, because that's all he can see. Actually, no, I'm going to set it further, just in case something moves up on here. That is there. That's 5, 6, 7. Yeah, it's a bit long. Well, we'll try it. What the hell? Just here to learn. Not really expecting any success or anything like that. It's just, let's try stuff. I seem to enjoy myself a little better when I know I'm just trying stuff and it doesn't work. You go, oh, okay, well, because half the times I don't know why it didn't work. Was it because it was a stupid thing, or is it because my experienced opponent has seen it 1,000 times before and just knows exactly? Okay, well, yeah, when they do that, I do this. Hard to tell when things don't work. When things work, it's a little bit okay. Well, maybe we can get away with it. We can try it again next time. Now I wouldn't have the confidence to try it if it doesn't work, right? You know, when something stops working, then that's when you say, okay, well, I got that to work 5 times. Well, maybe that's useful now. When it fails in the first attempt, then well, screw it. Well, we won't try that again. I'll leave them at 0. They seem to be okay. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so 0. They haven't fired anything, so we can leave the ranges at 3. Leave those at 0. Whoops, going a little fast there. Range 8. That allowed him to fire at that hex there. I think we're gonna go with that. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that. I don't, because the smoke is not preventing him from seeing anything past that point anyway. Yeah, we'll go with 8. And that was 9, which allowed him to fire at the same target. Now, unfortunately, there's enough smoke here that something could move in there and we wouldn't see it. So, lacking scouts, you know, that sort of thing. We'll still leave those ranges set. And this is interesting. Now this is interesting. Range 13, what targets does he have? 12... 13... 12... you know, you can only see those 3 targets. Okay, so if I leave it like that, you can actually... because all of those are... Yep, they're all within 13. Okay, so we'll just leave it at 13. Now, he's still set to 3. Let's see, 5 targets. You can actually see that. 12, 12, 13, 13. So you can see 5 enemies. Okay, the other one must be out of range. The other one must be quite further back. Oh, way back here. Another light mortar team. Okay, that's out of range, obviously, because it wasn't presenting it as a target. Yeah, so I think 13 will actually target the mortar team if it actually goes for direct fire. Yeah, actually target that. Since it's reached the 13, and these guys are not doing anything, they're just firing smoke. Still see one enemy here. Who might that be? Not him. Oh, that guy. Interesting. Why can he see him and he cannot? Must be because of the smoke. Okay, well that is a burn carrier, so it's only got a short-range burn gun on it, bow-mounted. So yeah, okay, nothing to really worry about, but at least we got some line of sight into that area. Not that it'll help because it's so far away. Okay, range 0, range 3, range 3. Okay, he's routed, so no, let's make that range 0. Turn off his weapons, so he's just gonna run away. He's not in any condition to fight anyway. Okay, range 3. Range 3. There's only 6 left in that squad. He's pinned, so probably gonna get hit by artillery fire actually. But you can leave his range at 3, I think. You can still fight. Wait a minute. So range 4. 1, 2, 3. That's 2 hexes. That's 3 hexes. I may actually just might be able to leave him at 3. I don't think he can do much else. Yeah, so we shorten it down to 3. Next, this one is at 12. He's pinned, but nobody has seen him for a turn. So that means actually they've lost sight of him. So that's actually not a bad thing. His current situation. So if behind smoke, he might as well be behind trees. Unless they saw him before. Like, unless there's assumptions being made, then that's where he would be, because I'm an obvious player, right? Well, the fact is he's pinned now, so even if I mean, he's out of rally points, so rally points, so he can't actually do anything. So I kind of out of my control. So we'll just actually reduce his range to 3. He's taken 3 losses. He's still reasonable shape, I think. Okay, so this guy's now in trouble because this anti-tank rifle probably has something. He probably has rifles. Yeah, he probably has a regular rifle, which he probably will take shots at him. The anti-tank rifle may actually fire at that. I don't know. I mean, it fires at unarmored vehicles, and these are vehicles, technically, without... it's really weird because they're vehicles without crew, so I don't know if they're actually exactly in the same category. I don't know. Mysteries of the game. So we can actually set a range to 3. I don't see any reason to go with anything else. Yeah. I can't use the cool wagons against it unless I can get it re-suppressed, right? In the best case is I've actually suppressed it a lot more than I think than I realized, and it's actually routed and it will run away. That's the best case scenario, but not likely. You know, that's just luck, really, and I don't really get that much luck in the game. Okay, so range 18, that's probably not terribly useful, unless we can see really far back here. Nope, I actually can't see past that at all. So I only need to focus on here, which is probably 10 X's away, maybe. Let's see. Yep, 10's good. I think 10 covers it quite well. That is 10 hexes. Okay, so, yep, we'll set it to 10. Yeah, 10 definitely covers it that way. Now on the other end, it occurs to me that I'm probably, because I'm pushing the limit here, because that brings me to the range of the anti-tank rifle. Oh, but that's the maximum range of it though, so I guess we'll have to take the chance. The cruiser tanks are not moving up yet. I'm surprised they haven't. If they disappear from here, like I'll have to assume that they've moved up behind here, because that would be the most reasonable option, considering he basically has control of this hill now. Now, if it wasn't for the Bren carrier anti-tank units, I would consider doing that myself. But yeah. Okay, so we'll go with 10. I believe those at 6. Yeah, these are way too close range. This is way too close range combat for these units. I really need to get them further back, but probably on the hill here makes more sense because they would have pretty good line of sight to cover that side. And then move these guys forward, maybe. We'll leave those at 6. Reset to 6, I think. Whoa! Fuck! Okay, well, I can still move him back. Actually, curiously enough, it didn't fire, so I'm not gonna take the chance. He might get a special op fire or something. Stupid misclick. Okay, that's misclick number 2 in the game. So I was actually doing a right click and accidentally click the left click. 6 should be fine. He doesn't really have that great line of sight anyway. Well, maybe not. Yeah, because if I look that way, what was that one? 7. Okay, that's not that much further, so. Yeah, let's set that to 7. So he's suppressed enough now that he's not wouldn't fire again, but I don't really want to lose one of the cool wagons just yet. Or another cool wagon just yet. So next, range 8. I think I could get away with 7 here as well. He's actually slightly closer, but he's further back. Yeah. Set to 8. And we're done. Alright, so, let's end the turn. He's been wiped out. Fuck.